Time now for some examination of business stories doing the rounds in Greater Manchester. Chris Fletcher's here. He's the Deputy Chief Executive of Greater Manchester's Chamber of Commerce, so knows his stuff. Welcome again, Chris. Good to see you. Now, you and I haven't spoken since we officially came out of recession. I've spoken to business people who run companies, but you there at the Chamber.
Yeah.
Good news for Greater Manchester. Are your members pleased with this news?
Yeah, I mean, 0.1% growth, as was announced last week, doesn't seem a lot, but it's positive, and we've had 18 months or so of negative growth figures. There's that horrible phrase again. So at least things are moving forward. And again, I'm more interested in what I phrase the real economy. In other words, what our business members are actually saying to us about what's actually happening within their companies.
Confident?
There is an increased amount of confidence out there. You know, we're getting people saying, well, actually, we're probably going to have to recruit sometime this year. We're going to have to take new people on. We're looking at putting investment plans in place now. So there is that movement beginning to come through now. So, yeah, it's moving in the right direction.
Which is good news.
Still a long way to go, but it's good news at last.
We're not out of the woods yet, but we're very near the edge.
Absolutely, yeah.
Speaking of recruitment, I noticed in the Sunday Times today, flicking through as I was, they've announced Jeff Muirhead's job. Jeff Muirhead, the Chief Executive of the airport, is to stand down. It's a key position in Greater Manchester, isn't it?
Absolutely crucial. It's actually broader than Greater Manchester. While it's obviously a great asset for Manchester and Greater Manchester, and obviously it's owned by the 10 local authorities around the city. It's actually fundamental for the North West and indeed the North of England. It's seen as a major international gateway for getting businesses in and out and obviously moving passengers around. So it's absolutely crucial that they make the right appointments. It's a very high-profile position, and one that actually coming where we are now in the economy is absolutely crucial as well, because we've seen some bad news stories coming out of Manchester Airport, airlines dropping flights, etc. So that new person now has got a task to really put Manchester Airport back on the forefront.
So it will attract a good calibre of candidate.
I would imagine so, yes, absolutely.
Will, however, they make as much as Mark Bolland, the new Chief Executive of Marks and Spencer? I suspect not.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they are doing, I might put my name in the ring myself. Yeah, absolutely unbelievable. I mean, you hear about golden hellos. Well, I think this is platinum, gold-plated and diamond encrusted all in one go. Something like £7.5 million he's receiving just because he's gone from his job at Morrison's and his potential lost earnings there to take over at Marks and Spencer's. That's just to move, yeah. Never mind what he's actually getting from Marks and Spencer's. So it's absolutely unbelievable, you know.
The package, all in all, I'm told, is worth about 15 million quid.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he worth it?
Well, I don't know.
He's got a tough job, hasn't he, with
I was going to say it's a
Marks and
$64,000 question. It's a £15 million question, I suppose, really. The share price has gone up on the announcement that he's coming in. I think he's starting in May. It depends. People must put some sort of value on these top-level chief executives. I mean, they basically exist on a different plane and a different strata, I think, to most normal people. They must have something in there. There must be something that they see in Mr Bolland to take them forward from the job that Sir Stuart Rose has done. Because
it is difficult, isn't it, for you and I and ordinary Greater Mancunians to take this on board when, you know, we're all saying, well, come the next election, whichever government's in power, there are going to be cuts, you know, public sector pay is going to have to be frozen, our national debt is astronomical, and yet blokes like this get paid an absolute fortune.
Absolutely, and I think sometimes this doesn't do the private sector any good because it tends to sort of skew people's viewpoint on it, that anybody that runs a business has immediately got, you know, the sort of snout in the trough and the wallowing in money and one thing or another. It's not like that, and believe you me, I speak to a lot of our members, and it is nothing like that. This is in a different world to most ordinary businesses here in Greater Manchester.
Most Greater Manchester people running businesses are working extremely hard, and the best of luck to them, Chris.
Absolutely.
As always, thank you for your thoughts.